going to give you that gruntier sound from the engine. Hello, welcome to Invictus Porsche. Here we have a Porsche Cayenne. This is not our usual car that we have on this channel because we've got the likes of 911s, GT3 and GT3 RSs. But here in this video, I would like to cover why perhaps one should consider buying a Cayenne, especially a V8 petrol. It's got a 4.8 litre engine, and let's just dive into it and discuss a bit more about it. Before we can get into the 5 reasons, please don't forget to subscribe. Whatever money we make off our YouTube goes to charity. Now, reason number 1, you get an exceptional car for the money. Absolutely, phenomenal, extremely, fantastic car. It's got the Porsche badge on it. It's got the looks. Yes, it's the first Cayenne, but this is the V8, the 4.8 litre S, which was introduced much later in the lineup of the Cayennes. In 2007 is when this was introduced. Now, reason number 2, not only do you get a lot of money for the car because it looks good and it looks right, because you could actually then say, well, how about getting a Chrysler? As an example, one of those saloon long Chryslers, they look brilliant, they look beautiful, but that's not really what these should be about, because I need to open up the engine. And here on the inside you find the 4.8 litre 8-cylinder direct fuel injection engine, which is complemented by the 6-speed Tiptronic S gearbox. So both of these things work extremely well. You shouldn't have to spend much money in terms of maintenance on these, because there's not much that goes wrong with them from a reliability point of view, other than as long as you keep up on the scheduled maintenance, servicing, etc. You shouldn't expect anything bad to go wrong with this. Again, thanks to German engineering. Now, number 3, what can you expect spec-wise? This is finished in this beautiful basil black metallic, complemented by the 20-inch Techno Sport alloy wheels. It's got front and rear parking sensors. You've got the bright rail roofs at the top, including the fact that this has electrically folding side door mirrors. Let's get the cameraman into the inside of the vehicle, because here you can expect a car that is well made. Hearing the sound of the door shutting, you find a 3-spoke smooth leather steering wheel with multifunctional buttons, cruise control, European navigation system, air suspension. You've got 3 modes to put this vehicle in: comfort, normal and sports mode. This is an extremely well laid out Cayenne, and you've got fantastic visibility all around. To top things up, this also have got front heated seats. Now we jump into the back of the car. Again, is extremely spacious, especially when you've got kids, or if you're going to be taking something like this onto road trips. And talking about road trips or kids, let's look at the boot. The boot, which is spacious for buggies, all the gears you need on a trip, whether that be camping or whether that be going to the south of France, wherever that may be. And now to talk about reason number 4, we need to get into it and drive it. But before we do that, let's hear this engine. I'm not sure if you could hear the rumble of this awesomely well-sounding V8. It is honestly, I feel like I'm getting goosebumps. Performance-wise, which is the 4th reason, this produces 385 bhp, 500 Newton meters of torque. But let's just get into it and drive it and tell you a bit more about it. Okay, right from the get-go, these are obviously designed to be driven on actually off-roads like we are on right now. I mean, these are the kind of conditions that they were tested on. So what you can expect from them, whether they are driven on roads like this or on the normal standard UK motorways or local roads we could expect to be driven on, is a car that not only behaves well, but handles extremely well. They're very well planted, and Porsches have always been known for their phenomenal handling capability, the cornering capability, and that is something that I don't think any other brand can take away from Porsche themselves. Now, the rest of the performance that you could expect from this is, I've touched on to the fact that it sounds amazing and it produces 385 bhp, but also the 500 Newton meters of torque. These are extremely torquey cars. You know, the way they take off and the pulling power they have, especially if you're going to be using it to pull a trailer, is absolutely phenomenal. The 0 to 60 for a car that is an SUV is 6.6 seconds, and that's thanks to the V8 4.8 litre engine and the fact you've got phenomenal gearbox. Both of these things, they work extremely well together. Top speed wise, you're looking at 157 miles per hour, and now just the usual situations that we'll be driving something like this on. I mean, all in all, you can expect a car that is comfortable, expect a car that performs and drives extremely well. Now, in terms of noise, or what you could expect on the inside, the fact that it has a V8 engine is, again, a car that is quiet, a car that is at the same time, the best way to describe it is, if you put your windows down, you would expect a car that is going to give you that gruntier sound from the engine, as you can hear right now. But all in all, in the standard normal conditions, on a road like this with your windows up, your AC running, it's not noisy, it's comfortable. You're not hearing that piercing loud exhaust sound if you're on the inside of the vehicle with all the windows shut. But I think you do get slight goosebumps when you've got your windows down, or when you're driving past by. Now, the fifth reason, which is what I'd like to discuss here, is that driving something like this, because of its phenomenal handling, the way it looks, the fact it's got that Porsche badge, all in all, this package to be an absolutely steal of a car, steal of a deal. And all in all, you're sitting in a car that is a Porsche. You are able to take your family around in, and a car that is going to put a smile on your face. And I think, for about £10,000, there aren't many cars that do such a fantastic job, both from, being able to enjoy a lifestyle, have a good branded product, but at the same time get the practical use out of it. So these are my 5 reasons on why perhaps you should consider one of these, or go out and buy one of these. Now, this one is available with us at Invictus right now. As of this moment, we are towards the end of May. But if you are looking for one out there, feel free to drop us a message if you wanted a bit more of our perspective or our take on it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you. Bye bye.